Hello. How we doing? Shorty is crazy. Need a fix. Thank you for the follow. John, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Your account is too new, dog. Sorry. Dude, I was at the grocery store and some lady just left her toddler with one of the cashiers. What? What is wrong with people? I did read the message, but I was trying to figure out the nicest way possible of dealing with it. Yeah, I would feel super bad too. That's so weird to do. That doesn't surprise me, to be honest. I went to see. I need to see. Okay. I need to see. Okay, I was just making sure that works. This needs to be moved. I think right there is fine. Thank you, Ko, for the hydrate. I appreciate you. Hey, Storm, how you doing? You're good? Yeah, that's good. Whenever it loads, yeah. It's probably a good thing that that file is too big. I need to move a beacon over here. Or just build one. Where are my beacons? Wait. Ah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four. There we go. Oops. Dude, I hate how annoying beacons are to tear down. Wait, what? What? How am I supposed to take that? I feel like there's so many ways I could take that. My monitor seems so bright, by the way. Hell yeah. Turn on nightlight. Dude, I don't like messing with my monitor settings. Because every time I do it, I forget to turn it back. And then I remember to turn it back like a week from now. Maybe it was the yellow that was messing with my eyes. Because I turned away and now it's fine. I feel like my retinas are being burned as I speak. I am gonna have to look at that because if I can put it on a schedule, I'll probably do that. But I don't want to sit here tinker with my with the lights. Actually, that's kind of nice. See, if I knew how to do it off the top of my head, then I probably would, but I don't. I'm gonna have to mess with the button for a little bit. And I don't feel like fighting the button. Oh. Okay, that's not bad. I'm not going to be able to do this all the time though, because it does mess with the color more than It doesn't mess with the color. Actually, turn it on. It just kind of adds like a yellow tint, which is nice for my eyes. And I'm not fully colorblind, so. Oh, it removes some of the blue. Oh, okay. Oh, I just clicked turn on. It's on 48. Thank you for the lurk, Jester. I appreciate you, dog. Feeling studious? Hell yeah. Yeah, it's on 48. This seems nice. Too high, like too low, like okay, like 30 isn't that bad. I think I'd like 45. Oh my gosh. That I don't like that for my eyes. At 100%, I don't like that on my eyes. Yeah, it looks like I'm looking through like the 3D glasses without the 3D effect. I don't care for that too much. Oh, damn. Honestly, I always wanted a pair of those glasses that removed the blue light. Fucking years back. Yeah, the blue light glasses. Yeah, the blue blockers. Honestly, everybody talks about the TikTok shop. I've never bought anything from there, mostly because I don't trust it. I feel like half the time to me at least, I feel like half the time if I were to buy something on there, that it would be delayed in shipping for like months. And then I would get it months later when I don't even want the item and I'm like, oh, what the hell is this? I do. The only thing I need to buy, I need brakes and I need a full-size keyboard. Because I've been playing so much Minecraft that the 60% just doesn't cut it. I can't. I need the other buttons. Like, where are my other buttons? That's so many. See, honestly, rebinding wouldn't be, it wouldn't be bad, but it's honestly annoying to rebind. That doesn't go in there. It's annoying to rebind because I use my mouse buttons and like I don't have a menu button on the 60%. Oh, I do have a menu button, but see, that's too annoying, I feel like sometimes. Because like if I have my fingers, no, I do. 'Cause if I have my fingers on WASD, without having to like overextend, I could reach the U key with my pointer, which is fine. And then same with like the F keys, because like I'm using a full-size keyboard, but it is so beat and so old that some of the keys don't work. But like I still have access to like my F keys, which is really nice. And it's one of those things that I don't think I always thought I didn't need. So honestly, I may uh Well, it's because like F1 too for screenshots I didn't have, and then like some of the like the tweakaroo stuff, like the free cam and all of that, I wanted it to be easily placed, and especially replay mod, I need those binds too. So I need because I plan on releasing like Minecraft content too, because I just have way more fun in Minecraft. Normal FOV is outrageous. No, it's the only way to play this game without it looking horrible. Because like even like 80, it just is off. Because like even if I go up here, right? I mean, like, hold on, I need to see at 70. I guess I do lose some field of view, but like 80 just feels a little weird. 90 just feels too stretchy and kind of diminishes. It kind of makes the builds look smaller than they are, which I'm not a fan of. It's like, granted, it's not that bad. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but like that, even like Quake Pro, like that just looks so dumb to me. I should not, like, this feels like I'm seeing too much. The only thing I think I could do is probably 80, just to kind of expand it a little bit when I'm on the ground. Oops. 90 just feels a little too stretchy for me. Like, it's not horrible, don't get me wrong. 90's not awful, but it just feels a little too stretched. 70, I guess now that I think about it, 70 does seem to be too close to like the default, like the normal 70. It does seem a little too close. So I think I could probably do like 75 or 80 before it just feel like 80, even 85, it just seems too stretched out for me. Like I could probably do 80 and be fine with that, because it kind of expands my eye line just a little bit more. Like 80 is not bad. Quake Pro, I don't get how people play with that. Even for like the competitive side of Minecraft, I couldn't. Listen, I'm thinking aloud. That is what is in my brain. At least I'm talking. Yeah, that's fair. But like even I think it's just because I got so used to playing games with low settings that low settings don't bother me on any game. Because before the computer I have now, I could barely run anything. I could run Minecraft at like 16 render distance at most. And then I could barely run any other game. Call of Duty would overheat my CPU. So like I couldn't play anything. So I got so used to playing stuff on low settings I know, I love distant horizons. It's so nice. Like being able to see all the way over there is so nice. It is kind of funky because there are a couple areas like that are loaded. Thank you for the lurk, B-Hub. There was like a couple of areas I've been to through like a portal, so it kind of looks a little funky, but like being able to see all of this is so nice. Yeah, this is definitely one of those mods where it's like, why is this not in the game? And it, honestly, it's pretty nice too. I think it's somewhere, it's the fog. Oh no, I have fog disabled through video settings, but even like the fog from distance horizons is nice. Yeah, I agree. Where is fog? Am I blind? I don't know where I turned off fog. Oh, not that image didn't send. I don't know. Multi-dimension fog, is this what I mean? I don't know. One of the fogs is nice. And I think it's distant horizons where it kind of gives that fog looking out super far. Or like being super far from something. It gives it a nice fog. It's not like a horrible one. Like the default fog is just awful. But I always usually have it off anyways. Like if I wanted, realistically, if I wanted fog. Oh, I don't have shaders on here. I don't think. Oops. I didn't even change anything. See, honestly, I wish I don't remember my bind for it. Oh, that's not what I meant. I don't know what the bind is for it now. And but like I wish I could import the seed so I could see the entirety of the world, not just where I've been, but like if I wish I using a set to reveal all the biomes would be awesome. Yeah, honestly, I use chunk base all the time, so for like biomes and like that is fair, but like see going to the areas, yeah I know part is 1.12 and then 1.12 and then you have 1.13 when I came in. Yes, like like how we have the Dine map. I wish we could have the Dine map but as the Zeros mini map. That would be nice. Exactly. Basically Dine map. Because that honestly would be really nice. You think you can? I couldn't find a way how to do it. But I also didn't look, I didn't look it up. I was just trying to see if I could find it for myself. No, exactly. Well, we have Dine maps so we could see live updates of stuff like in like areas. So we have Dine map, but I wish Zeros like on a server had like a map itself like Dine map that would import into player IDs or something. That would be really nice because honestly, like, don't get me wrong, this is cool, but I wish I could see all around because that way I could plan better. Because like I have a build that's going up here and I have a build that's going over here, here, and here. But like I wish I could see the actual terrain. And the only way I'm gonna actually be able to see the terrain, I think, is through Dine map. Oops. Hey Dova, how you doing? Yes, playing Minecraft. Just doing some digging for the build. Oh, it's server side? Damn. Oh, weird. That's actually kind of, that's not really weird, but that is interesting. Yeah, see, I know of the thing that'll pre-generate chunks. Oh, you could tilt it to get elevations? That's cool. My inventory is already full. But yeah, there's my biggest, honestly, my biggest gripe with Minecraft is the storage. That is literally my biggest gripe with Minecraft. It's been my biggest gripe with Minecraft for a while now. Mel, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate that. Welcome in, raiders. My name is X. I'm a silly, goofy guy. I play Minecraft, play Valorant. I've been told I have a deeper voice. But Tunnels, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Blay, thank you for welcome in. Mel, welcome in. How you doing? How was stream? What were you up to? If I could spell. Why Rust? Tunnels is gonna eat my tools. Oh no. Good thing I have plenty of tools. Stream was great, just chatting / co-working. Oh, nice. Rust, I love how you used every command that was not properly. Actually, a socials command is probably a good idea. And just have all of them. That way you don't have to type in individual ones. But I'm glad the stream was good. Yeah, it would probably be pretty nice. I tend not to think. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I tend not to think sometimes. That is probably a pretty good note because I have just cleaned up a bunch of stuff related to stream, like banners and what are they called? The little things in the info part. What is that called? Panels. The panels. I just cleaned up a bunch of stuff and like redid a bunch of panels and all of that. So that's actually a good thing. I need to go through I need to go to the commands at some point soon and take a look at all of those and see what's there, see what needs to be added, what needs to be removed. Oh man, another chunk done. Honestly, what I need to do, if I can, is I need to remove these. But I also really like the shape of these too much that I do not want to get rid of them because I kind of want to save the shape. And this needs to get torn down. But honestly, I do not want to tear it down yet. Because I am going to go for more cliff-like rock mountain range than this, just because it seems so flat. Like, granted, yeah, there's texture, it just seems so flat, and I've been coming up with a texture for what I want to do with this, which I think is gonna look really good. But I have a color scheme in mind because I need it to look good, but I also need it to transition into the white cliffs that I plan on doing for this, which honestly probably won't be that bad, because all I got to do realistically is I just got to shape it and then color it. Essentially, I mean, it's easier said than done, but I just got to shape the cliffs and then start painting them white. But I also got to figure out how far I'm going with it, because as of right now I just have like a default layout, but I think I'm gonna go probably like this, kind of like that. So honestly, I probably didn't even need to remove all of this, but I think I'm probably gonna go like here to here to here, something like that. It needs to look natural in a sense. And then I do want to use this river. Maybe make it bigger, make it a lake, because I know I want to have like an alcove here. That way the water goes down and there'll be like a waterfall here, which I think will be really nice because it'll bring in another element into the build. I mean, literally it'll bring in another element. But I think it'll be nice because this river leads over to a really big ocean over here, if I'm not mistaken. And I think on this side, I think I want to have another one, and all of it will turn to ice. So like it'll start off as water and it'll gradually like turn into ice towards the bottom, because I want to have like these icy river lake things at the bottom, and possibly some icy like some icy chains that hold the build, because I have an idea that I want to do what's holding the build, because either it'll be like some form of plinth, like floating island essentially kind of thing, or maybe going like all out and doing like a cloud with like glass and wool and stuff, making it like a really cool cloud, which is another idea that I got from somebody from Drath on the server. He gave me that idea, which honestly I hate him for it, because it would be really cool, but I also love him for it because it'll look really cool. It'll just be super annoying building a cloud of that scale to make it fit. It'll have to encompass the entire building for it to make sense. Or I could have like sub clouds and then something, I don't know, maybe like a big island, maybe like a floating island towards the center, and then having the sides be propped up by clouds that are chained to the island, and the island's chained to the ground or something. Which honestly is not a bad thought. So that's really not a bad thought. Gonna remove all of this, which I'm probably gonna need another beacon for, because this is too slow. Because the thing is I like this, but I just hate how flat it is. It fits for like something else. Like if I were to do something else, I think it would fit more. Because the only thing that it has going for itself is the gradient / texture. What am I making? I am currently working on a build, one of my builds, that is called, well, essentially it's a 2-part build. So it's called the Time Lord's Palace. So here I'll land and then kind of give an overview. But so essentially it's the Time Lord's Palace. This is the good Time Lord's Palace. This is like the good energy of the world. Essentially like the good time of the world. I don't really know how to explain it other than this is the good part of, because it's a 2-part build. I have another build that's in the Nether for the bad Time Lord. So, and eventually this will be my main base. It is just getting to that point. And what I do as well is with most of my builds, I don't like the default generation of Minecraft. I think it's a cool little aspect of building my own biome / terrain. It doesn't even have to be my own biome, it could just be my own terrain. Like if I wanted to build a plains biome in my eye, so I'm working on a bunch of terrain. I'm currently digging it out to bedrock as well. I've had some help from some of the other people on the server, which has been greatly appreciated. So you got that. So that this is like part 1 of the build. And then if I land over here, I need more rockets. So this is the good energy of the world. This one is the bad energy of the world. It is literally, its use is to make hide another portal essentially. And so this is the evil Time Lord. And this is the other part of that build. I tend to, I have kind of my own style. It's very high fantasy, kind of medieval-esque, and gothic. It's kind of a mix of a few styles, but definitely very high fantasy is kind of like my outline theme. I pull a lot of inspiration from like World of Warcraft, Lord of the Rings, all of those kind of shows and games and stuff. How much time am I in for both of these projects? For both of these projects, probably I want to say probably a few, like 300 to 400 hours, maybe more. Yeah, like probably like, it's probably like 200 to 400 hours, somewhere in that range. The only reason I say that is because each one of these towers takes like 3 hours to build. The detail is amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's one of my, and that's why I build at this scale, because I can't get this detail out of something smaller. So I build at a scale, like from here to there, it's world height. The white build hits world height of, what is it, 325 or something is world height in the overworld. So that goes from 62 and hits world height in the other world, in the overworld. This hits world height in the nether. But it's just because I can pull the detail that I really, really want out of these things. Like this right here, it's like 8 or 9 blocks thick, and it's just, and then it's just depth with different blocks and textures, and then detailing with like stairs, slabs, and blocks. Like all of this is stairs and slabs. All of this here is just stairs and slabs. Same with this. This is stairs and slabs, and then a couple full blocks. But it's because you just can't pull the detail that I would love to get out of a small scale out like you can with going a bit bigger. But literally, this build is, it's here to hide. Yes, all of this is purely my own design, my own thoughts. I don't really pull inspiration pictures. All of it's just kind of from my own head and like sketchbooks that I've drawn in and kind of doodled in and stuff. And I love lore building a lot. And because I like to lore build, I tend to build structures with some form of meaning. That way it keeps me interested in the builds themselves. So currently we're working on just digging out a little bit and kind of making essentially how I'm going to do these cliffs, kind of falling around, because like I'm going to do some cliff face mountains. Because essentially with this build, I want it to be all sides to be encompassed with mountains. And so like this build will be like a little hidey hole in a mountain. And I have plans for more builds on each of the cardinal directions, and possibly on the like northeast, southwest, etc., etc. But essentially I kind of want to build my own like kingdoms, worlds kind of thing, lore buildings kind of stuff. And obviously the default terrain's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's more so to challenge myself to learn more about terraining and how to terrain, that I'm building my own. Each build, everywhere I build, I have to make my own biome for it, or not biome per se, but my own terraforming. And honestly, for my scale of things, the building itself is kind of small, but that's just because I come from a creative background. I used to build for some of the servers and stuff way back in the day, when Minecraft was at its peak, when it came to like minigame servers and all of that. So like some of these, so like this build itself, it's kind of small. Like I think it's from here to here where both sides will be. It's like 750 blocks long and like 400 blocks wide. So like it's not the biggest thing, but it is pretty big. But it definitely is a smaller scale for me, at least. But it's also, I get a very warped sense when it comes to my builds that so like builds that are very massive to most, it doesn't seem all that big to me, just because I've been so dedicated with projects before. And so like eventually it will be big, because all of the projects in my head so far are probably about a circle this big, because this is just the start of a bunch of biomes and builds that will be happening. But and another thing, everybody builds at a different pace and a different scale. It's like, honestly, sometimes I wish I could build at a small scale. Like I wish I could build a simple village. I could, but the village, it would just, the buildings would be too big, because I try to pull a lot of detail out of my builds. Because even like like this itself is like 8 to like 11 blocks thick from like this point to like the back of the window. Because like it goes in a few blocks just to get the depth and detail, and with how Minecraft's lighting works, it kind of gives itself like an auto shade a little bit on some of the points that I don't have lighting on, which is really nice. And I love manipulating the game to like my advantage, because Minecraft is, for me, it's an art. It's like an artistic background. It's like like a portfolio, essentially. And it lets me combine my love of art and a game together, because I love games and I love art, and this is the best of both worlds. Exactly. And especially with how much gradients are being used now and all of that, I've been kind of tinkering a little bit with gradients. But all of these mountains are coming down. I want to do these because it's just too flat. Granted, I love the texture and the color scheme I picked. It's just, it doesn't fit this building well enough as the cliff facing would work, because eventually I will have cliffs. So I'll have like these cliffs, which will be like kind of lighter into like a darker hue, but these will be white cliffs. Simply amazing. I thank you. I really appreciate it. Stuff like that kind of, it helps motivate me even more to become a better builder than I am. So it keeps me pushing through a lot of like the hurdles, whether, because like sometimes Like these circles in the window, just the first one took me like, I think it was like 5 or 6 days in survival to come up with something. Granted, it could have been a lot faster if I decided to go in creative first. It could have been a lot quicker, but I also would have changed it so many more times. So many more times. That seems like wrong wording. So many more times. Just so many times I would have changed it. And it probably wouldn't be this if it was done in creative. It would be at a completely different stage. I know it probably would have had an eye in it because like that seems to be my signature in my builds is I always and even drawing, I always sneak in an eye, whether it's a build or it's an art piece or whatever it is. I always try to sneak in a very like cool eye shape or something, because for whatever reason I love the shape of eyes and just the eye itself, because it tells so much about somebody, that I always try to sneak in that kind of shaping into something. But there is a lot more that has to be done for the build itself. I still need to come up with the side, the front entrance. I need to work out the roof even more, because granted I have the start of the roof, which is kind of nice, but I need to connect the roof to the actual window itself and to these bits here, where I think I want to put, I don't want to break up the eye line too much, and I don't want to draw your attention away from the hourglass. So, but I kind of want to put these little like smokestacks with like, or like a pedestal with like a flame on it or something, just kind of breaking up this so even eye line, kind of have it shorter on this side and gradually get bigger. That way it kind of like leads you to the hourglass itself, because this is the main focal point, is the hourglass and the art piece that's on top. So I don't want to ruin it too much. So I have a lot of work to go, essentially. But I think it will be nice. It'll be a nice refresher. So, but I have a lot of ideas, and the next one, honestly, I'm really excited for, because I think I have come up with a palette, or at least a partial palette, for what I want to do over there, and kind of what I want to do for the terrain there. So it'll be interesting to see, to say the least. I need to build another beacon, but I don't want to remove the mountain because it is a shorter stream. I need to be done here soon. And what is tomorrow? Wednesday? And I will be back tomorrow. Kind of with more of an idea of what I'm going to be doing, because I think I want to build up more of the cliffs tomorrow. and start the gradient that I have picked out that I kind of want to use, or see if it works in a way that I'm wanting it to work, because I have an idea, but I'm not sure if it'll work the way I want it to. But I think I want to at least kind of, or even get some guidelines. Even just some guidelines here and there would be really nice to get out. Because like, I honestly, I love this so far. It just needs to be textured and maybe a little bit more deep detail into it. All right, but I do got to be done. But we will be rating out. The first one is going to be for non-subs. The second one will be for subs. We're actually going to go raid Hack. He is playing Minecraft, so we will be keeping up with that Minecraft streak. Thank you, Energia. I appreciate the follow. It means a lot, and I will be back tomorrow at a more reasonable time with a longer stream, other than the little bit of time that I had free today. But I appreciate you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, of course. Later.